le nombro cualquier modo.
Plaintiffs Sean Carblum and Stephanie Lillibridge are suing their former roommate for unpaid rent, utilities, and a lock set. Sean and Stephanie say the defendant is an adrenaline junkie who shot off a potato gun from their apartment, causing the police to come to their home twice. Defendant Daniel McEwan admits to shooting a potato gun for fun, but he insists Sean shot it too. Daniel claims Sean is just angry because Stephanie wanted him first, but settled for Sean.
All right, the plaintiffs are suing their former roommate for unpaid rent, utility bills, and a lock set. Go ahead, Sean.
Well, I've known Danny for about 3 years, and he's been a really good friend to me pretty much up until last summer. In the time that I've known him, he's pretty much just been an insane adrenaline junkie.
He's just mad because he got my sloppy seconds. Seriously, he's just mad. Like, the night we all met, like, we were on the hot tub, and she came on to me with her friend. I kind of pushed her off.
She, meaning Stephanie?
Yeah, Stephanie. I kind of pushed her off to see the uglier one, so I kind of
Oh, my goodness.
Stay tuned. There's more Judge Pirro after this. Plaintiff Sean Carblum and Stephanie Lillibridge are suing their former roommate, who they say is a mixed martial arts fighter who punched a man at a bar just for wearing a pink shirt.
All right. So you meet her in a hot tub.
in a hot tub.
All right, Sean.
Well, in the 3 years that I've known him, he's been, just this crazy adrenaline junkie. He's a skydiver by profession, and after a couple of years of skydiving, he got bored of that stuff.
You were an instructor? So most people get scared before they jump?
They do.
What do you tell them?
I don't tell anything. It's too loud. They just go. The door's open.
You help them out?
That's why we jump, because the door's open,
Okay. All right, so go ahead, Sean.
So he got bored of that. He decided to take up base jumping, which is a little bit riskier.
What's base jumping? What does that mean? You jump off a building?
Buildings, antennas, bridges, and the earth, cliffs.
You got a pack on you?
Of course. That's why I'm here.
All right, good. All right, so you're kind of a risky guy.
I'm a thrill seeker.
You're a risk taker. How old are you?
I'm 24.
Oof, go ahead.
So anyway, he would jump off of buildings. He's a mixed martial arts fighter. He does this on an amateur level. So, he goes out to bars a lot of the time. He tries to practice his moves on people. For instance, if he sees a guy even wearing a pink T-shirt or a pink, button-up shirt, he's gonna walk up to that guy, tap him right on the shoulder. As soon as the guy turns around, boom, right across the face.
I don't punch him. I make fun of guys with pink shirts. That's
fine. Would you make fun of Mike Tyson in a pink shirt?
Yeah. I would.
You would?
I'd take that. It's a good opportunity.
Well, what do you expect of a guy who's jumped off buildings?
It's endorsement. I'd do it.
Interesting. Go ahead, Sean.
So moving on from there, he decides one day to build a potato gun in our living room. And if you don't know what that is, it's a big piece of piping that shoots potatoes.
Real potatoes?
Real, like 600 by shoot a potato a quarter of a mile. Yeah, he shot that just we had two guys.
It was Danny's idea.
I got a video.
It was all Danny's idea.
I got a video.
Oh my God! Look at the belt buckle.
Look at that belt buckle.
I got that. You like that? Oh.
What's your name?
Scott.
Hi, Scott.
What's up?
Do you have a last name?
Alan.
What are you yelling from the chair there that you want to tell?
We all three shoot potato guns.
Everybody shoots potato guns?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm glad to hear that
We
you
got
can't
a video of
that
the potato gun if you'd like to see it.
Now, listen. Who do you shoot a potato gun at?
I shoot at him.
Man up. Let the potato gun know who's boss.
You have to stand up and speak. Say it again.
Stay.
You gotta man up and let the potato gun know who's boss. You know what I'm saying?
Let the potato gun know who's boss?
Exactly.
What is this? Who is this?
That's him. That's me shooting him. That's where we live.
That's you shooting him?
Yeah, I'm shooting him.
Mom, take a look at what your son's
He's in a
doing.
parking garage.
Yeah.
Look at that bruise. You like that?
Wow.
That's funny though, right? That's funny.
I don't think it's funny at all.
Not even
What are you, a
bit.
masochist? All right. Now, Potato Head here, what's he doing with his gun?
The problem was with the potato gun, he would shoot it from our balcony.
Are they legal? Hold on.
They actually are legal.
They are
They
legal?
really are. I mean,
there's no zoning
there is
ordinance?
not. Like what is the ATF? We looked it up. They're actually
It's
there's nothing they can
contraband
do.
though, that's what the police told me.
It's illegal if you shoot it at people or cars.
You were shooting at people.
So was he. He
Right
saw
from
all
our
the
balcony,
time.
there were people down there like...
It's called assault.
The biggest deal about this is that it makes a really loud noise. It sounds like a gunshot going off. So as soon as you shoot it, and we don't live in a nice area of town. We live in kind of a run-down ghetto area of town. So every time this gun goes off, people are thinking, oh, you know, somebody's getting shot.
Report of a
Somebody's
gun, right?
dying down on the street.
Someone was getting shot. He got
So
shot.
all our neighbors.
We get the cops called on us at least 2 times. The first time they came by, he hid the guns. He jumps in the shower. You know, they don't even see him. You know,
He was hiding in the shower with his guns.
He thought that if they saw him,
It was not just me. He shot that thing just as much as me every day. We made some mistakes. I get it. When me and this guy are together, it's like fire and gasoline. There's an explosion. I don't live with him anymore. He doesn't live with me anymore.
What do you
Things
mean
are
fire and gasoline?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like when we get together, it's like fire and gasoline. You know, fire and gasoline next it explodes. You know.
No, yeah,
Kinda
so
like me and
I
this guy,
know
you
that, but I've heard that sometimes people actually soak the potatoes.
No, we don't do that.
And then light them.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Look at that. That is a good idea.
Keep my mouth shut.
Honestly, we never done that. We never done that.
The verdict. Plaintiff Sean Carblum and Stephanie Lillibridge are suing their former roommate, who they say is a mixed martial arts fighter who punched a man at a bar just for wearing a pink shirt.
Why are you suing him?
well, I'm suing him for the rent, the utilities, and the replacement of our door locks. The
Because
rent.
we didn't return the keys and we were concerned about
I lost
our
it.
safety.
All right, let's talk about the rent. You guys make the brilliant decision to move in together. Do you sign a lease?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, all 3 of you?
Yeah, and I have
All
a
right.
copy of that lease too.
Yeah, let's see the lease. Now, did you move out, Daniel?
Yeah, I moved
Tell
out
me why.
July 8th. Excuse me?
Tell me why.
I was really good friends with someone, like you said before. Like when we moved in together, then she just took this guy away. You know, she controlled him. He's so whipped.
Are you kidding? You sound like a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I mean,
All right, she took him away, so you decide to move out in July.
yeah, I moved out in July.
What arrangements do you make? Do you call the landlord, or do you just
No,
say,
I
I hate
just
the 2 of you?
I just left. I mean, I
Did you
did.
take your stuff?
I didn't. I left.
Were you there at the time, Mr. Shotgun, whatever?
Yes, ma'am.
What's the arrangement? What does he say? He just leaves.
Yeah, just.
He leaves any money?
I left my deposit.
You don't know. Sit down
Lost the
again.
deposit.
All right.
I did it. I left. And
All right,
short
and
notice,
you
that was
understand that
wrong.
under the lease you have an obligation.
I do.
All right, so they're now stuck with the lease. Did you get a new roommate?
Yeah, we found a new roommate. She moved in on August the 20th, and so pretty much we're suing him for the amount of rent from July the 9th through August the 19th.
Okay, good. All right, yes.
When I moved out, the rent was paid until August 1st.
The rent was paid
Yeah,
until
it was.
August
It was
1st? How
less.
can you prove that?
It was
I can't.
It wasn't.
I got this email between me and Sean, talking about August rent.
Let's see.
Take a look at it.
All right, and what was the portion of, thank you, Douglas, what is the portion of the deposit that you left?
$417, I believe.
$417. Did he leave the deposit?
Right.
Okay, and did you pay, if you left on July 9th, did you pay the July rent?
The July rent was paid, yeah.
It was paid already.
I normally pay.
All right, now, do you change the lock?
Yeah, we changed the set of locks for the front door so that you couldn't get in and take anything else.
All right, good. The issue is whether or not the defendant who moves out of this an apartment with the plaintiffs, who has no real legal justification for moving out, is responsible for July and August rent, as well as some additional small amount for utilities and a new lock that you bought. Now, the truth is that the email, when I asked you if you had evidence, you said not really, I have an email.
that's all I got.
The email makes it very clear. You ought to read it and stop jumping off of buildings. It may be affecting your brain. Because it says from Sean, hey man, we're going to need you to pay rent for the month of August. If there was an amount of money due for July, it would have been mentioned in this email. That is your evidence that corroborates you're only liable for the August rent. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the rent for just August, $352. I will give you...
Your
We
Honor,
have an email from
we have a statement from our landlord.
Well, let's see that. You didn't show that.
And you can give him a call because
I'm not going to give your landlord a call. Stephanie, Lillibridge, and Sean are accountable for his portion of unpaid rent. What does that tell me? It tells me that you're responsible for his rent and they can sue you separately. The fact that he moved out on July 9th, what I have is an email from you only asking him for August. He also left the security deposit. He's not looking for it. And unless and until you are sued for the amount of rent that he hasn't paid, then you're here prematurely asking for that money. The truth is, he's only going to pay for the August rent and for the amount for the unpaid utilities, and I am going to give you the lock set because I believe that at the end of the day, I probably would have changed the lock as well. Nothing else. So thank you.
You know, he was a good friend of me for 3 years, and then, you know, things just went sour.
I don't really approve of his girlfriend, but, I mean...